The protesters defied the heavy downpour to come to the office of the regulating agency to register their displeasure on what they termed unnecessary attacks on the clergyman who they say have done nothing wrong. The inscriptions on their placards clearly send the message to NAFDAC demanding a stop to the agency's position on the matter.
What affects one affects all. So that tomorrow I won't be in my church probably administering communion or using water during programs or using oil, and we hear that NAFDAC has swooped on us. NAFDAC, you will respect the spiritual side of our society.
What is happening, it looks like victimization, because I know that there has not been any report that those who are making use of it have died. Otherwise, then the NAFDAC shouldn't have closed down the factory and everything that concerns his ministry.
These clergymen believe there is no...
I see what is happening to brother Jeremiah as a victimization. We use water in our...
Wait. So that last man, he said, what is happening to their brother Jeremiah is victimization. Please, who is the victim here? Who is the victim? Please, I want to know the victim. Is he the victim? Because how is he the victim when he was the one that started with this whole thing by saying that his product, his soap has NAFDAC number? Therefore, making it seem as if he was NAFDAC approved and that it is safe for people to patronize him and use it on their body. Now he start all these things. So how is he the victim? And then when I ask small question, they can't knock me lawsuit of 1 billion. So tell me how he is a victim. The thing don't turn around now. Connection no work again. Always on our plan no work. Now I say he be victim. You see, this is why the country cannot get better. You understand? Tribalism, you know, a lot of things make the country cannot grow. The government is not only the problem. A lot of people are the problem. Imagine these older people were supposed to advise the younger people in order to make the country grow better. See how they think. Just imagine how they think. The other one say, so long the people never buy as they take them. Say they should show one person that buy as they take. So until person buy before you know, say they will need to do the right thing. Like, can you people listen to yourselves? Well, at the end of the day, fools also grow old. Yes, now Mumu said the old now. Don't be all Mumu. At the end of the day, fools also grow old. Yes, now, not be every mumu they die young now. Some of them they grow old. And you can see example. Do you understand? You can see example. This is why the country can never go further. Because even the people are also bad. It's not the government. It's not only the government. Yes, the government is 60% to be blamed, but 40% is on the people. The people are not ready to be held accountable for their mistakes. You understand? What do you mean by NAFDAC cannot regulate spiritual products? Why is the spiritual product sold to the public? You put it online. You have a website where people buy it. You said it is false advertisement when you say your products can cure suffering and it does not cure suffering. That is false advertisement. In an advanced country, when a pastor supposed to jail, they're supposed to jail them. It's false advertising. It will cure suffering. I must carry my twin. I must do this. Pull up. All these things are false advertisement. They should lock him up. But because we are in Nigeria, there's no problem. He can do anything he likes. Do you understand? But you see this case, it's not by protest. So what are you really protesting for? Are you protesting for what is right? If it's by protest, I go even protest the one I go pursue now from there. Now, if you get mind, when I carry that protest come Abuja, I dare you people to bring that protest to Abuja where the headquarters of NAFDAC is. I dare you people, I dare you. Bring that protest to my town. Come to Abuja and come and protest it. Soon ahead, they go flog now, flog. Flog, na end of flog now come up for there. Flog. As now feel say okay, now once they change the laws of this country, I'm going to watch you now. Now they spoil Nigeria. And people like us no go do there. People like us where they morally upright and all want to protect other citizens. You know how many people they buy every day because they know they regulate their products. You know how many people they chop every day as medicine. See which day this guy they complain say he get kidney problem. So basically, what you're trying to tell Nigerians is that, or the only thing that they will need to do, let them just start selling any product and tell people that it's faith-based product now, that it's spiritual product. Do you understand? NAFDAC cannot let people do this. Yes, I'm telling you, you people will not go scot-free. And NAFDAC, do the right thing. If it's possible, go and lock the church where it sells all those things. Yes, I said it. Don't play, else you're going to learn, and you will learn the hard way, for real. Crazy.
Honestly, for this Pastor Jeremiah matter and VDM, if you ask me, I go talk and say, Pastor Jeremiah for not even answer VDM from the beginning. If you just disregard them, leave them. Because the matter, now they look and small, they long every day they go. Now, Mercy Line TV don't come out, come debunk the news where they thought say NAFDAC they investigate the matter concerning the VDM and the Pastor Jeremiah for the Miracle Water NAFDAC. They say Pastor Jeremiah not get any NAFDAC, say they bring fake receipts, say they get fake NAFDAC. My people, the matter can't be like say it long, but I'm glad that the press release where I get the video here, now them come out, come explain in detail. And at the same time, when I say they do protest. So to me, I will say Pastor Jeremiah, I will just leave this whole stress. He don't need all this stress for the kind of work when he do. Since he's a pastor, he's a man of God. He would have just leave the whole thing for God, carry video and put on for prayer. Say, God, go and handle that situation. Please, Lord, I am busy doing your job. Please, oh God, take care of VDM. Carry VDM matter, mouth and eye. Come up for my own business. Yes, so Abi, what do I think for my mind? This now the update between Pastor Jeremiah and VDM. 1 billion lawsuit concerning say make a Miracle Water go get NAFDAC. My people, like this, you yourself, you get your own opinion. Drop it under the comment section. I go leave on now here with the press release. When Mercy Land carry on knock on both our table, explaining themselves. To me, they call you to do the work of God, not to the go court. I beg Pastor Jeremiah, leave VDM. Just focus and just do the work of God when God call you. Thank you, my people, for watching. See you in my next upload. Bye, guys.
Release and rebuttal of the Punch online and newspaper publication of on the 8th of September 2024 with the title NAFDAC Investigating Pastor Jeremiah Miracle Water Soap DG and Need to Set the Record Straight. The media department of Mercy Television, on behalf of Christ Mercy Land Deliverance Ministry, received with shock the wrong narrative and news story posted by Punch newspaper online and attributed to the DG of NAFDAC with the title NAFDAC Investigating Pastor Jeremiah Miracle Water and Soap. NAFDAC Investigating Pastor Jeremiah Miracle Water Soap DG. We wish to inform the members of the public that the above story by Punch newspaper do not entirely represent the factual and real narratives of Christ Mercy Land Deliverance Ministry and its investigation or dealings with NAFDAC in this regard. We wish to state as follows. 1. That Christ Mercy Land Deliverance Ministry is a law-abiding Christian church and recognize the extant laws of the land and even the NAFDAC Act in this regard. 2. As a Christian association, we are guided by Section 39 and 38 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that guarantees all Christians in our church the right to freedom of religion without interference whatsoever in this regard. It is equal to that, as a church, we have been operating and guided by the tenets of our faith and biblical injunctions in the Holy Bible in this regard. We have been using certain spiritual items in expression of our religious beliefs. In reaction to the Punch online story, we wish to state that Christ Mercy Land Deliverance Ministry is fully aware that the only pending petition against our church, the one by Mr. Vincent Ose alias Very Darkman, who the church has since sued before the FCT High Court on sundry allegations and matters. However, the church was in receipt of a letter dated the 27th of August 2024 from the NAFDAC office extending invitation to the spiritual head of the church on the church miracle and healing spiritual item by NAFDAC office of the church on the church miracle and healing spiritual items by the NAFDAC Asaba office with the full designation as referenced on this letter. It is quite unfortunate that as a law-abiding organization, we did officially as an organization write to NAFDAC Headquarter Office, Abuja, on a short less than 12-hour time frame given to us to appear and by an official letter communicated our position in this matter to NAFDAC, and then also sent subsequent letters to NAFDAC. We also bring to the fore and knowledge of NAFDAC that the supposed nominal complainant to NAFDAC Asaba office actually forged the church receipts in order to clothe himself with the right to bring a complaint before the NAFDAC office in this regard. 2. We also wish to state that presently there is an ongoing police investigation of certain receipts that has indicted the nominal complainants to NAFDAC office and same used falsely in procuring the now investigated spiritual items by NAFDAC office. 3. More so, it should be noted that the alleged spiritual items sales receipt of the nominal complainants to NAFDAC, in which he purportedly alleged to have used in evidencing a case in NAFDAC office. A look at same revealed that the position of the spiritual items received number are the same, but different in other particulars which is normally issued by the church accounting office, in the sense that vis-a-vis. That the nominal complainants' receipts are different from the position in the actual receipt booklet and the receipts in the custody of the church. The dates on the receipts are clearly and obviously altered, different from church clients' official receipts. 4. All these issues and narratives are stated above. The church wrote to the NAFDAC office, and we clearly wish to state that NAFDAC till today never wrote to the church or gave a feedback on this issue to the church or our legal representatives. 5. The Punch online newspaper in the course of their story also stated and alleged that NAFDAC wishes to alert the general public on the activities of the church, and the church uses NAFDAC name to deceive unsuspecting public. The church has never produced or made sale to members of the public consumable items in this regard. 6. We also wish to state that Senior Prophet Jeremiah Metofefein of Christ Mercy and Deliverance Ministry has never used NAFDAC name as an agency to deceive innocent members of the public. Such claims and story being peddled by Punch newspaper is purely unfounded in facts and narratives. 7. Also contrary to Punch newspaper online news making the rounds, we also wish to state that the head of administration of Christ Mercy and Deliverance Ministry, Elder Ogulayo Fufeyi, a contractor to the church in conjunction with Global Tabled Water, our legal representatives and others actually honored the invitation of NAFDAC on Thursday, the 2nd of September 2024, in this regard at the Asaba headquarter office, where the church representative statements were taken under caution and the church representatives cooperated with the officers and subordinates of Deputy Director in charge of Investigation and Enforcement Directorate, Federal Task Force on Counterfeit and Fake Drugs and Unwholesome Processed Food, Delta State NAFDAC, located in Plot 114 Airport Road, opposite NUT Estate, Asaba, Delta State, were investigating this matter on behalf of NAFDAC, and the church representatives were then released and were asked to report on the 10th of September 2024 for further investigation in this matter. We are, however, surprised that Punch newspaper and online news, in their purported news, that the church or its representatives are not cooperating with NAFDAC for an extensive investigation on this matter in this regard, as evidenced in their false newspaper online report. 8. We don't intend to join issues with governmental agencies like NAFDAC in this regard, as investigations are still ongoing in this matter. But we urge NAFDAC, Punch newspaper, and mobile online platforms from making statements to show they are on a vindictive mission, prosecution of the church and its representative in this regard. 9. We are by this press release also stating that we are entirely disappointed in Punch newspaper and online platform as against the ethics of journalism without hearing the church side of the story. They have indeed gone to the general public with wrong narrative with the church issues with NAFDAC in this regard. At the right time, we shall respond to them legally in this regard. 10. We are also urging members of the public to disregard this story by Punch newspaper as it is simply unfounded. An investigation by NAFDAC on church activities is still ongoing on this matter in this regard. 11. We also wish to state that church several issues with NAFDAC are matters of privileges, and we don't intend to undermine the investigation in this case by joining issues with Punch newspaper on different and sundry allegations raised in their story. We also wish to state that our church evidences on miracle claims are founded and same abound of several miracles and healings that took place in the church premises, as same constitutes demonstration of the church rights to freedom of religion and biblical injunctions in the Holy Bible. 12. We also wish to state that there are other spiritual items being given to the church members, partners, friends, visitors of the church in line with constitutional rights to freedom of religion, which are not subject to NAFDAC regulation and mandates in this regard, in line with the NAFDAC Act. So hence the publication by Punch newspaper and online news that the public is also being advised to stop patronizing and using any of the church miracle products is simply bad journalism, vendetta, and persecution by Punch online newspaper, with same attributed to NAFDAC in all regard. 13. Finally, as a church, we stand committed to true Christianity and the guiding principles of our right to freedom of religion and worship. We shall not be deterred by the latest onslaught by anyone to stop and interfere in our rights to worship our Lord Jesus Christ in any manner. We urge the members of the public to disregard this Punch newspaper and online story on our church in this regard, as we shall also officially communicate with NAFDAC on all surrounding issues by Punch newspaper on this unfounded story, with a view to ascertaining and investigating same. Thank you, and may the good Lord bless you. Signed, Management Mercy Television, on behalf of Christ Mercy Land Deliverance Ministry.